Of course, during the mission, they held several rounds of lessons from space for pupils around the world and allow them to ask questions. We heard some interesting ones, for example, how to become an astronaut in the future and what's the life like in space, and how will their body change after returning to Earth, after living in space for such a long time. Earlier on a Saturday morning, the Shenzhou-13 separated from the space station and it carried out a series of operations, including separating the orbital module from the re-entering capsule.
The manned space mission is a human-oriented mission, and from this morning we can discover that there are a lot of details in the process and facility that consider the convenience and comfort of all the taikonauts. And this morning, on 9:56, the return capsule of Shenzhou-13 spaceship has returned to our motherland and has been successfully landed. And after 1 hour, they have successfully landed in Chinese territory, and they are welcomed by cheers and warm faces. The crew of Shenzhou-13 safely return not only signifies the successful mission of this Shenzhou-13, but also the complete of the technical verification phase. Shenzhou-13 crew has also created history in terms of staying in space, and they have set out in winter, and now they have returned in warm spring.
During the landing, the capsule deployed its.
The Shenzhou-13 flight mission is quick, accurate, and stable. Different from previous missions, they have adopted this quick return technologies after separating from the space station. Earlier this morning, they have finished this process in about 5 hours, and they have returned to Earth in about 9 hours, which I think is substantially improved the comfort and experience of the taikonauts. And second, stability. And today we saw that the landing of the capsule is in an upright position, which is quite rare because will help the taikonauts to readjust to gravity. We saw in our previous live streams that all the taikonauts are in perfect conditions. In the Dongfeng landing site, we discovered many very considerate arrangements that are people-centered. There are 3 medical vans which are specially redesigned with a lot of equipment and facilities, including the bathroom and microwave. The taikonauts can take a rest on the van, and after getting out of the capsule, they were carried on the shift and then carried into the van to take a rest. And right now we can see that the cabin door is open, and now we see Mr. Zhai Zhigang, the commander of the mission.
现在他们口的是指令长台，这三名航天员摘着钢，这三名航天员一字排开了，并且坐在这个座位上。
And the shift and then carried into the van to take a rest. And right now we can see that the cabin door is closed, is open, and now we see Mr. Zhai Zhigang, the commander of the mission. Zhai Zhigang has been changed into this normal clothing because they were wearing in-capsule spacesuit earlier, and now they've changed into usual clothes. We can see that he is in perfect shape. Do some explanation why Mr. Zhai Zhigang is not walking on his own. This is to better protect the taikonaut, because this kind of microgravity situation will impact the skeleton as well as the muscle of the taikonaut. So after landing, we have to protect them. And now his son is presenting him flowers with a warm embrace. His son is Zhai Tianxiong. Tian means sky. Does that imply that he will probably work in space missions in the future? We can now see that Zhai Zhigang is waving at us. We can see that our engineer, Wang Weifen, is also waving back. They are a big family. After this, his arrival, he took a short interview saying that he wants to thank all the supporting teams, the engineers on ground. Although there were only 3 people in the space station, there are a lot of other people, engineers that are working underground. And we now see the second taikonaut, taikonaut number 2, Wang Yaping, at the cabin gate. She was born in 1980 in Yantai. And we can see that she wears a very big smile on her face. And the one that presents the flower to her is her daughter. The stars has now returned. And we can see that her daughter is wearing a red clothes. It must be like a new year to the family after 3 months, and they have this after such a long mission, and they finally reunite. And we are waiting for the third taikonaut, Ye Guangfu. To get off the flight, I think we were all very impressed by his first report, saying that they are feeling well. And in the first report, Mr. Ye also mentioned that I will be feeling fine next time also. And now we see Ye Guangfu at the door. Feeling very well at the moment. He used to be a boy that was born in the rural areas, and now he has become a taikonaut that traveled across the sky. He once said to the young students, well, we can see that this is his wife presenting the flowers while giving him a warm embrace. After half-year's mission, a warm embrace can erase all the fatigue and tiredness from the mission, I'm sure. And so we saw that their kids, their husbands and wives have came to visit them.
这个巧合的背后，其实呢，也在提醒我们，在航天员们硬核的飞天履历、励志故事的背后，他们也是普通的丈夫、
behind their stories, they are also mother to someone, to others, but they have made a lot of sacrifices to complete their mission. Today they have finally returned. I believe that the day of reunion must be such a comfort and consolation to all the family members. And today we can see that it's a very sunny day. We can see that all the taikonauts have boarded the vehicles, and they will be driving to the aerospace apartments to undergo some treatment and rest. So after about half year's rest and adjustment, they will be returning to work and training. This is the vehicle with Zhai Zhigang on board. We can see that the medical workers are accompanying him. He is sitting in a chair with a very big smile. The manned spaceflight missions leaders will also be sending them off. At the apartment, there will be another welcome ceremony, and more co-workers and family members are waiting for them. And we can see from their posture, their expressions, that they are truly feeling well after this long mission and after the examination of the medical workers. And I believe that we can also attribute this to the landing position, which is an upright position for the return capsule. Now we can send them off. You must be also very interested about their recovery process and exercises in this adjustment period. There will be 18 categories for recovery exercises, combining modern and traditional medicines, and the TCM is also applied, such as acupuncture, massage, and so on. They will also be using some weight-reducing exercises using facilities that are installed in water. Today we also see some familiar faces, such as the chief engineers and commander of manned space mission. We wish them a speedy adjustment to gravity and speedy recovery so that they can return to work and training as soon as they can.
That's a pretty quick welcoming ceremony at the airport, welcoming back the China Shenzhou-13 mission